riding and the whole sport of riding, how it's the family atmosphere, that's sort of where Moto ID came about, to try to give riders this new option that we couldn't find for ourselves.
When he started out going by himself, that's when we started really talking about, well, we need to know, you need to have something on you so when your buddies are riding with you, they know my phone number if something happens to you.
As far as I know, my buddies don't have her cell phone number programmed in their phones, so that's good. I was in a race and I grabbed the hole shot, but on a jump, my riding friend went ahead of me, and he hit a little step up, went off the track, and his quad rolled in front of me. And as his quad was rolling, I could not get out of the way or stop in time and flew into him, and ejected me quite a ways off my bike, and my buddy went rolling and tumbling pretty good. Yeah, we're big cycling fans, and so the first thought was, and I have a road ID when I go on my bike, the thought initially was that we would wear the road ID. However, on a motorcycle or a quad runner, we wear full-length jerseys and our gloves come up higher and cover the road ID. Plus, when you're riding, there's a lot of articulation of your wrist, and I found that it would pinch me, and it wasn't comfortable whatsoever. So I love road ID for the road bike. It did not work when I got on the motorcycle, however. Yeah, it's in the two primary locations that a first responder would come up and locate a person, and that's always on the helmet or goggle strap. Usually the first thing that comes off of a downed rider is you take off the goggle strap. And immediately once you take off the goggle strap, there's Moto ID sitting there, and quite simply, the first responder can pull off the ID and identify the person, obtain emergency contact, medical conditions, or essentially anything that the rider wants to customize for the first responder.
Just recently we had a buddy crash, and he had his bell rung. He definitely saw stars, and he didn't have his phone with him. It was in his truck, which was well far away from the race, and nobody knew his wife's phone number to at least give her a call, let her know that he's okay, he was in an accident, he's fine, he may need a ride home, you may need to pack up the kids so you can come on down and come get him, but nobody knew any numbers to call.
As you see, we've got some of our toys in the background. Our kid already has, the 2-year-old has his own little quad runner and stuff, and I think we'll certainly introduce him to the environment. For the family and for the fun factor, it's a huge thrill to be out and do motocross, and it's fun to go to the races to watch, it's fun to participate, and I think they'll be exposed to it, and I certainly hope that down the road they might get interested like we have. For me, it's the same thrill factor that whenever you jump on a Sea-Doo or a fast boat or a quad runner, motorcycle, street or dirt, there's a certain thrill about having all of that power underneath you.
Yeah. The need for speed, definitely. The feel of the power, just right there, you're handling it. And then it's going out on a 20-30 minute run out in the dunes and then shutting everything down and just sitting there and taking in all that peace and quiet. It's just majestic.
But my fear when I go to the track is not me. I still sometimes, even my aging years, think I'm Superman out there. I know that's not the case for my crashes, but the concern was always for my family, and I hope that Moto ID gives them at least some sense of security, knowing that in the unlikely event that I lose it on the track or out in one of my riding areas and I really get hurt, that person who comes up on me will know who I am, will know who she is and how to contact her, and will know if I have a medical condition that needs to be treated. And that's the hope of Moto ID. Yeah.